As a mom of four, I know how hard it is to relax and unwind and to make some time for self-care. And especially in this economy that everything's out of budget and everything is getting more expensive by the minute, I know how hard it is to find the moment and money. So if you're looking for ways to relax, unwind, and do some self-care in a budget-friendly, I'm going to tell you my favorite ways to do it. And no, I'm just letting you know, none of them are going to do your grocery shopping by yourself because that doesn't count as self-care. Before starting, let me know in the comments what's your favorite way to unwind, relax, and do some self-care. I'm going to divide this between things I do daily and things I do weekly or even less often. One of the things I do daily is my skincare, and I absolutely love doing it. A few years ago, that was impossible for me. Thinking about doing my skincare or all the steps and all the products, it was like a chore on top of my shoulders. If you have read Atomic Habits, you'll remember this. I joined my skincare routine to a specific moment of my day, so now when that moment comes, I will do my skincare straight away. In the mornings is as soon as I wake up, I'll do my skincare. And then in the afternoon, I'll do it when my kids are getting ready for bed. There's 5-10 minutes there when they are playing, they are getting ready. That is my moment. And the good thing about the skincare is it can be as expensive or as cheap as you want. You can go for the most expensive stuff, or you can go for very, very cheap products. Right now, literally, you can find skincare products on Lidl or Aldi or Tesco, and they are actually pretty good for the price. And you don't need a 20 steps skincare routine. Actually, for me, the less the better. And I do love my skincare routine. Another thing that I do every single day, and I know I'm gonna lose a lot of people saying this, is exercise. Some kind of exercise. That doesn't mean you have to go to a gym or classes every single day and spend 2 hours there. And I understand that a gym or classes can be expensive, and if they are out of your budget, that is okay. It's not a problem. You can always go outside, go for a walk, go for a run, or try to do a routine at home. Yoga, Pilates, some weightlifting at home. If you manage to be alone and by yourself, that's it. Which I know sometimes is completely impossible. I try to do this with my kids around. It's just impossible. If it's in your budget, I absolutely recommend you to go to a gym or to classes because they are going to correct your posture, they are going to help you out. I love going to Pilates and yoga classes. They are part of my routine by now and I absolutely adore them. But it's not a problem if you cannot afford them. The last thing I do every single day, or at least I try to do it, is reading my books. And actually, I'm trying to read more than I use my phone. I realized a while ago that I had a problem with my phone, an addiction to my phone, like a lot of people right now, to social media specifically. So now every time I'm reaching for my phone to check social media, I'm going instead for my book. And this is relaxing my brain so much. Now for the weekly stuff, this is pretty much the same, but bigger. One of the things I try to do every single week on the weekends is a very, very long shower. We don't have to go anywhere. There's no rush. The kids are with my husband. They're fine. I don't need to be there. They don't need me in that moment. I can take that time for myself. Related to that and to my skincare routine, as I said, I really like it. I will do a face mask, something longer, something that I don't usually do on daily basis because I don't have that much time, on a routine in the nights. So I save it for my weekends to do it without any rush. Another thing I do in the weekends is my long run. As I said, I'm training now for a 10K, and I know that is not a particularly long race, but for me, it is. I'm sorry. I do my long runs in the weekends when there's no rush. We don't have to go anywhere. We don't have to rush the kids to school or to any classes. It doesn't matter if I am away for an hour and a half, or 2 hours, and it's completely free. You don't have to spend any money. You can go for a run or for a walk. That's what I do on daily and weekly basis. And as you can see, everything goes around my hobbies. I like to read, I like my exercise, I like my skincare, I like to be with my family. I just need some time to relax. There is one more thing that has a special space on my heart, and it was very relaxing, but that is not as cheap or as budget friendly as the other activities. A couple of months ago, we went to an Airbnb for my birthday, and that weekend I spent most of my time reading, I took a bath, and I did some skincare, and that was it. My kids were there because we went all together. We don't have family around, so it's kind of hard to just go somewhere without my kids. They were with my husband. So I wasn't doing pretty much anything at all, unless, I had to breastfeed the baby, but that was all. But all my time was spent relaxing. And that experience have a special space in my heart and in my brain, and I will totally do it again as soon as we can. Again, that's not a maybe a budget friendly or a very cheap experience to do. But if you have the opportunity to do it, I will totally do it because you will feel renewed, you feel completely like a new person afterwards. So that is all I do during the week as self-care to relax and to unwind. But let me know in the comments, what do you feel about all of that? What do you do? What activities do you do related to your hobbies to relax? Don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and see you in the next one. Bye!